Good morning, America. Friends, followers, fans. I'm Scott Binsack, and thank you for joining me. And I'm once again going to tell you like it is. I'll wait for some people to get on here, and got a lot to talk about. Breaking news. I'm going to give you some updates on March for America 16, which we've launched our new Facebook page for, and the link is above in this video, as well as our GoFundMe campaign. I know it's early morning. It's 8:30 here. It's got to be 11:30 on the East Coast. I've been up all night working, as you can tell from my eyes. I want to thank everybody. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Kathy. Hi, Sam. How are you? Nice to see you on here. It's amazing how... Hi, Christy. How are you? Hi, Rob. Trump 2016, you got that. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Karen Zeller. How are you? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Bill. How are you? Pennsylvania's in the house. America's in the house. Hi, Sally. How are you? Hi, Janine. Hi, Andrew. Yes, I'm looking to get many people at the rally. We'll be discussing that. I'll wait for some people to get on here. Usually we get up to, very fast. It's, hi, Michael. Hi, Connie. Yes, a lot of you are able to post. Hi, Missy. How are you? Hi, Tina. Hi, Raphael. What's up, brother? Hi, Mimi. Angelica. How are you? Suzanne. Mark. Hi, Lee. How are you? Dawn. Mary. I'm on 2 feet, so I'm looking at everybody's messages here. Hi, Frank. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Kathy. Good morning, Frank Owens. How are you, my friend? Gina. Marin. Good morning. Hi, Pam. Kansas is in the house. Hi, Tina. March. Yes. Hi, Bob. Hi, Joe. Tell it like it is. Nan from New Jersey. My dear friend of mine. How are you? Hi, Julie. Hi, Kay. Hi, Mark. All right, everybody. Good morning, Josephine. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Mark from North Carolina. Hi, Margie. How are you? Hi, Daniel. All right, everybody. I'm live on 2 feet, and I want to discuss a couple things here so everybody understands. Remember, likes and loves got to go up to keep Facebook going for us. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Hi, Sheila. Good morning. Hi, Frank. Hi, Faith. How are you? New York's in the house, my hometown. Hi, Renee. Hi, Irene. How are you? Hi, Patty. Hi, Denny. How are you? Hi, Patty. Texas is in the house. Ohio's in the house. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Dana. How are you? Sorry, everybody. I look tired. I've been up all night. Myself and my team have gotten the March for America Facebook page up and the GoFundMe account. I want to thank everybody already for liking that page. We need to make that viral. It's very important. As well as thank you for the donations already to the GoFundMe. If Hillary Clinton can get $10 million in an hour at a meeting in California after Ellen, then we can get up $250,000. Trust me, 25 here, 50 here. And we're not just going to use this money for the rally. We want to get people there that can't afford, good people that can't afford transportation and things of that nature. And we're looking for lots of volunteers. And you guys can message me directly, and I will get back to you. We're looking to get some very big people there, and we really want to take on Washington, but I also want to make a point to everybody. Hi, Kathy. Indiana's in the house. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Heather. Hi, Tara. Hi, Mimi. We're also on the same day for people who can't come. We want to get volunteers in every state to organize separate rallies for every Capitol building in the United States. So this could be a national rally across the country and Washington at the same time. Hi, Doug from Ohio. Hi, Gary. Hi, Debbie from Quebec. How are you? Hi, Robert. Good morning, sir. My great video production guy there, Robert Hicks, one of the best. Hi, Paki. How are you? Dear friend of mine. Hi, Joseph. How are you from Oklahoma? So as I said, I keep getting messages that people can't comment on my feed. If you're following me on my personal page, which is this feed over here, a lot of you will not be able to comment. If you follow me on Scott Binsack on the public figure page, just go to Scott Binsack, which is in this feed over here that Deborah's on and Betty's on. Good morning. Andrea, good morning. How are ya? Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How are ya? Hi, Tom. You have to like the Scott Binsack page. I'll put a link. There's a link to the new March Facebook page, March for America 16, up above in this link. Like that page. The event is in there. So as I said, if you can't go to this event, we're going to have separate events in every state. I need a volunteer in every state so that on the 29th and the 30th, we can march on the Capitol buildings in every state in the United States and Washington at the same time. So it'll be like across the nation. In other words, March for America will happen across America. And that's how we want. Rainmaker, you cannot comment on. Rainmaker is my corporate page. Oh, you mean Scott James Binsack Rainmaker? There's Scott James as well. So I have two personal pages. One's filled. Scott James Binsack is filled up with 5,000 friends and like 12,000 followers. Scott James still has friend requests available on there. You can friend me on there. Be happy. It's a mirror page of this. I would love your friendships. Wonderful. You're all great people. And again, I want to thank you, all us deplorables, basement dwellers, rednecks, crazy Latinos, African Americans, everything else, Catholics, Christians, anything else going to come out in these WikiLeaks emails that the media is not going to really cover. By the time we get to the election, we'll all have some kind of name that we are, And Hillary will go up there and Hillary and Bill are just like, hey, we're the best, but they want to knock Donald Trump for using some words, but they want to call the rest of America, assholes, deplorables, basement feeders. It's amazing. Hi, Kenneth. How are you? We're meeting in D.C. We're going to go in front of the Capitol building. It's free there. You do not need a permit. If we go in the park, you need a permit. Basically, we're going to take over Washington is how this is going on. There's so many people, and I need your help. We need to share this, make it go viral. I myself am putting in $10,000 for my company today under Rainmaker, which we do. We're a high-end big branding and marketing company in the top 100 in the country. I will be marketing this event across America starting today out of my own pocket. I thank you all for the donations into the GoFundMe, even $5, $10. You'll see where it all goes. I'll leave it open to everybody. What's not spent, we'll give it to the veterans, homeless veterans, or something we all decide on as Americans. Wherever you want to put it, we'll put it from the GoFundMe campaign. Whatever's not spent from the march, but we need signs, we need T-shirt designs. I have people making memes, wonderful memes are coming up for this event. So any volunteers that can do this, we need a volunteer in every state to organize the rally in those states. We're going to need signs, for the march. As well, we want to do T-shirts and hats, and we're going to get Trump involved, and we've got people reaching out. I got politicians contacting me today. I want to get the church involved. I want to get, in every state. We want to do this in every state. We got 2 weeks to do this. We can do this as a team of Americans, and we can put this together and make it happen, okay? We can make it happen, trust me. I've seen, we can move mountains together. That's what Americans can do. Just like, when there's a catastrophe in our country, we all come together and we do something. This is our last chance to really make a stand in America, and it's catching fire thanks to all of you, and we need to do that. And I'm going to put in $10,000 today, and we're going to market this across the country, and I'm going to pump it hard. As I said, the Facebook page is above. We need to like it. I want to get at least 100,000 likes a day on that page. The event is there. And even if you can't make the Washington event, we're going to have separate events at the Capitol buildings of every state. But we're going to get buses, trains, we're going to get this all together. And we can do this. Understand me? We can do this. What news channel is good to watch? We're going to get into that in a second. Hi, Jennifer from Texas. Hi, Philip. Yes, this is the last stand. Hannity is very good, Jennifer. Yes. Understand some things here, everybody. This truly is the last stand. In our lifetime, and if you want to protect, I have children as well. If you want to have a country for our children and our grandchildren, understand how serious this is. And I'm not, I'm not sugarcoating this. You guys know I'll tell you like it is. And that's what I'm going to do. Michael Savage is great as well. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? And hi, Diana. Hi, Diana. How are you? Hi, Richard from Michigan. Yes, we're all deplorables. Red pantsuits. Everybody wear red. We wear red on Washington. You wear red on the Capitals. Don't be afraid to protest, okay? Honestly, we need to do this civilly and peacefully and show America and show the rest of the world what kind of Americans we are. And as I said, buses in Louisiana, yes, Jeffrey. How each city as well. We can go from the Capitol buildings to each city, towns, the bikers involved. I want the police department involved. We're going to get unions involved. Even military guys want to get involved in this. We need to get everybody involved in this. This is really truly the last stand, and we as a team can do this, okay? We must be a team, and we must stick up for our country, and we must stick up for Donald Trump, because I'm going to say something now. There's, a new woman crawled out of the cracks. Summer Zervos crawled out of the cracks and said Donald Trump, physically assaulted her, and it's a bunch of BS. Everybody, okay, totally. It's very sad that this is what it's come down to, but the Hillary Clinton and the crime machine that they have, and the Democrats, you can see by all these emails, it's getting basically zero coverage on the media. We need to cover it. I want to see more shares of these emails. These emails are accurate. The Russians, get ready, okay? I'm going to warn you right now. We're about to go to war. We are about to go to war. We're going to be hitting them back with a cyber attack, and they're going to hit us right back, and they're testing the waters right now in Syria. A lot of stuff is going on, so be prepared. We launched this cyber attack. There's going to be retaliation from Russia, because Russia did not hack this, okay? This is a big cover. Trust what I tell you. They are covering and using Russia, and I predicted it before it happened. I predicted that WikiLeaks would dump, and people doubted me, and sure enough, WikiLeaks dumps and is dumping every day. My source was correct. I predicted that Hillary's answer to the dumps was going to be Russia. I was correct, okay? I've been very correct on all of this, and I hate to say I don't want to be correct on the next one, okay? I don't want to be, but I have a feeling I'm going to be. Hi, Terry from Deplorable Redneck here. Yes, we're all true Americans. Rednecks, deplorables, basement feeders, bottom dwellers. I will follow everybody that I can. You guys go on Twitter. I'll follow you on my Twitter. It's Binsack SB. The link, I believe, is up in my above. If not, I'll put it on here. Okay, 40,000 more. Yeah, we can do EMP attack. Yes, Pamela. There's something very strange that happened from the White House. There was a notice of an order, executive order from Obama warning. It just came out. You can check it on the White House website, to be prepared for a possible, what they want to call solar flare, etc. That through NASA and this and that. That to me sounds like EMP. Okay, and Russia said Russia would never nuke us. So, and here's the deal. If Russia uses an EMP, it's not technically nuclear war, okay? So you guys got to read between the lines here what's going on. Remember, the likes and loves got to come up, and that's not for us. It's just to keep the feed going on Facebook. Hi, Regine. If you're on Twitter, everybody send me a thing, Binsack SB, Binsack SB, capital SB. You'll find me on Twitter. Hi, San Diego. Hi, Barry. How are you? Hi, Stephen. It's Project Bluebeam. Yes, Stephen. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in the White House. Just put it out. There it is. Space weather events from Heather. Thank you for sharing that. I need more ammo. What about her saying the N-word? Stella, yes, that email is already out. I mean, she's already, and there's a video of her floating around of that. Yes, Russia, if they have to, Russia will EMP America and shut us down electronically, because our grids in the United States have not been, our whole infrastructure in the United States is horrible, because we seem to want to spend money rebuilding everybody else's country but our own. And I fully agree with Donald Trump that we need to rebuild our own country, and we'll create lots of jobs doing it that way. We're $19.7 trillion in debt exactly this morning. I believe it's much more higher than that. And they will stop. Yeah, she called Muslims sand niggers, but there's a tape of her that's floating around. Hi, Brian. How are you? God bless you as well. There's a lot of serious stuff going on, and you should be able to see, everybody, how ruthless, how low they will go with the New York Times and the media, and to pull these people out of the cracks 26 days before election, election day, to say that Donald Trump, fondled her and assaulted her and all this other stuff. I mean, it's maddening. It's maddening, but it should show you, America, how low they will go. And people are still defending, saying it's a conspiracy theory. Listen, experts were just on Fox saying, listen, if this was one or two things, but the numbers are out. CNBC and NBC have blocked out all of this and said they will not post anything to do with the WikiLeaks. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. This is no longer a coincidence. This is no longer, there's proof that Obama knew about the emails and helped, and lied to the press. They just showed the video. Fox has been doing a good job. You got to give it to Fox. This morning they did a good job. They're trying to cover these emails as much as they're allowed to. Hannity's been covering them. Kelly, she needs to go. Don't ever watch her show again. She's bought and paid for, and I can't stand her. Just can't stand her. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even watch her. We are hurting them. I'm telling you now. New York Times numbers are down. They're almost bankrupt, the New York Times. Don't buy a New York Times newspaper. Don't go on their websites. Don't do anything. Black them out. We can do this, America. Yes, Jennifer. Putin loves America. Putin's got no problems with America, meaning itself, the American people. He doesn't want to be bothered. He wants no world order. He doesn't want world government. And we're using Russia as the fall guy here, and it's very dangerous territory. Understand, Russia has already called its people home, and now we have a big problem going on, with the Iranians who back rebels, and they're sending ships to the area. We knocked out their radar station, so this is going to be another distraction. I said it was coming. We went to DEFCON 3 to DEFCON 5. Yes, we did. Hi, Connie. Good morning. Hi, Texas. Hannity is the man. Dorothy, yes, very true. He hates Putin. Putin hates Obama. I don't blame him, okay? Dealing with Obama is like trying to deal with, a rock. Mr. Obama's talks about Donald Trump having an ego. Obama has world power, world government, UN speech saying the same. Let's be real here, okay? Let's be real. And it's very... Hi, Philip. Good morning, sir. How are you? Hi, Pamela. Could Homeland Security take over and declare critical infrastructure if there's more hacking and stacking of polls? Yes. I want to talk to you everybody about these polls, okay? We need to focus here on truly making a stand as American people and really getting rid of the corruption in Washington. The only way to do that is what I'm saying. We need to civilly protest across this country all at the same time, majorly in Washington, even your towns, Capitol buildings. We can organize this and get it done. We need to raise some money here quick, $5, $25, whatever it is, so we can get this marketed out to the world. I'm putting $10K in this morning myself. I will get the word out to the world. That's what I do great. With my business. Hi, Josh from Arizona. How are you? Yes, Angie. Hi, Misty. How are you? Shock and awe comes to Washington, D.C., October 29th. Yes, sir. Hi, Carly from Arizona. Yes, people are not listening. You understand? They don't want to listen. Half of America's got their brains closed, so we can make them wake up. We can make the media cover the truth. We can and I bring up and I put the meme up with advertising for March for America of how the Egyptians got rid of their president, okay? And I'm using it as an example. They use Twitter, social media, and their presence to really get rid of their, okay? Civil, peaceful marches for once in this country, for the first time, to really stand up across this country and really do this, will make a once in a lifetime stand to take charge of this country and take back America, to tell the world and our corrupt government we're not going to take it anymore. And that's really what it takes. Don't be afraid to share good things. Don't be afraid to share these emails. They are accurate. These are very accurate documents. Russia has nothing to do with this. Hillary's answer is Russia. Russia. But they're not denying them. Understand this. They're not denying them. Breaking Bad, you got that. I'm breaking up. I don't know how I'm breaking up. My feed seems very clear. I can tell that everybody's from there. It might be your cell. It might be your connection. I don't know. Maybe. I'm on two different feeds. Just hang in there. If I'm breaking up, it'll come back. It'll come back. I'm on two different feeds here, so Don't worry, Patricia. Black Lives Matter is not going to show up in Washington. Trust me. The police are on Donald Trump's side. Okay? The good law enforcement across this country is on Donald Trump's side, and we protest civilly and properly and get it out with the media and the right people there. I can guarantee you, it will. Believe me, the police do not. They don't want Hillary either. Okay? Homeland Security. I mean, good people in government don't want Obama anymore and Hillary. Good people in the Department of Justice don't want Obama and Hillary anymore, and our great Attorney General, okay, U.S. AG. They do not want good FBI agents, which is most of the FBI, do not want Comey anymore or any bullshit. Understand this. The Muslims that hacked, I'm going to be honest with you all. The hack was hacked. Okay, Russia's the fall guy. It doesn't matter who hacked them, but I'm going to tell you how WikiLeaks works. Understand this. WikiLeaks works by people, good people within the government, turning over documents as private whistleblowers to WikiLeaks. Most of WikiLeaks is not by hacking. They don't have, not that Julian Assange is one of the best hackers in the world. That's not how WikiLeaks has been working a lot of this. If Russia did hack the emails, God bless them, okay? I don't care if they want to blame them on Russia. I'm telling you, they're using Russia as a fall guy here. I told you it was going to happen. I said, the minute these emails hit, where do you find the GoFundMe? Renee, it's up above here. The link for the new Facebook page for the march, for March on America is above here, and the link for GoFundMe is on that. I will put it below this as well, but there is a link above, and on that you'll also find the event. And if you want to, for that event, that just doesn't mean Washington. So if you're going to click go, like in your own hometown, and we're going to send this up, and I need volunteers. We need volunteers in every state. I need T-shirts, and if anybody's out there that got a good T-shirt guy that we can do designs, get them out. We're going to need posters. We're going to raise this money. We're going to do this, and we need to do it in every state, and I'll make sure it all goes where it has to go. Yes. It doesn't take much to raise a lot of money. Donald Trump's done his campaign mainly on his own, and then he went to America. He never took from big corporations. He hasn't taken from any special interest. He hasn't done any of the above and has raised millions of dollars. Well, Hillary yesterday got $10 million at a private affair, okay? And she's not speaking for, the next week before the debate, which I'll be streaming everybody on my new show, telling it like it is, like I streamed the last the debate. Every state and territory, yes. This will work. Anything about a simulated EMP testing for testing the system, Neil. Something's going on, and I have somebody that we know checking into this. There's just been a new order from Washington having to do with NASA and to look for solar flares, and solar flares will cause the same effect as an EMP. I'm just letting you know this. So, and we have the threat of solar flares. Don't kid yourself. I mean, it's a very serious thing. Now, yes, the email dump is coming from inside the Dem Party. Yes, Barry, very smart. It's not. Thank you, Gloria, for watching my live stream debate. We were 20 on the internet for being watched. And my man Rob, if he's on here, that's thanks to the great team we have. We offer that to people now. We teach that to them through Rainmaker, how to create your own. Usually I have a green screen behind me this morning. I don't. I've been up. Can we donate directly to you, Scott, due to the fund me takes a percentage? I prefer not to do that, guys. I'd rather it all be open and transparent in the GoFundMe. It's okay that they take their percentage. I'd rather it be that way, and I want everybody to be shown who has donated to this. And what any money is left, we'll put it to whoever you guys tell me you want it to go to. We'll put it there. I'll show you the check. We'll send it out. Yes, electronic magnetic pulse is EMP for people who don't care. One solar flare can cause as EMP. Yes, more body counts. Good point, Samantha, by the way. A recent body is turned up in the Clinton body count, which I've been investigating heavy, and I have a very big, yes, Houston, Texas courthouse. Very good area. Good idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We want to turn October 29th and 30th into the 2 days that America takes a stand across this country. In every state, in every city, and as much as possible in Washington, and as much as possible everywhere. So we can do this in our hometown, your hometown. We can go to the city and the capitals. We need to make the noise, and I know we can get pretty much, we'll say 30% of America who wants a change for us as well as to support Donald Trump, because I'm going to say something now. Dennis Lynch, yes, Dana. Dennis Lynch is very good. I'm breaking up really bad, Dina? Am I breaking up in this other feed? If you're on Scott Binsack's page, am I breaking up there? What is a solar flare, Pam? Solar flare is when the sun sends out a large burst, which the sun does it on a regular basis, but sometimes they get very large and they can come closer to our planet. And when it does that, it's like a nuclear explosion, basically an EMP going off in the atmosphere, which causes our electrical grids that they're not built well and they're not protected well. It'll affect all the electronics wherever the solar flare is directed. If an EMP goes across over the United States, it will deaden all of our electronic systems, including military, because some of them have not been updated yet. Some have. The same thing happens with our satellites orbiting the Earth. If they're not protected from solar flare, EMP basically, then the chips inside, the computer chips and the technology will stop working. So, hi Peach, how are you? I'm on and off in this feed. I apologize, everybody. Yes, this needs to happen. I completely froze. I don't see that I froze on the one. Give likes, it's like a boost. Yes, keep boosting and liking. Bill Holt. When Facebook plinks my feed, there could be plinking my feed, but I'm on two different devices. I'm on an iPad Pro on one, and on my Samsung Galaxy 6S on the other at this moment, because I'm not shooting on our green screen, which comes off of a different device, and my other cameras. I'll be going in and out on the one on the Scott Binsack page. But anybody, I'm going to say this again, I welcome all your comments and your messages. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I like to personally answer everybody. I don't care if there's 1,000 there. I'll take the time out to do that. That's how I am. And save your electronics, yes. Hi, Tina, how are you? Hi, Tammy. Yes, sometimes the breaking up. I'm a Facebook developer. For people who don't know, my company, The Rainmaker, that's what I do. I'm a high-end business consulting, branding, marketing consultant. I know Facebook, and that's how I know I can make this March go viral. And I'm dumping in $10K to it today to go viral to make the page. And I'm going to be shooting a special video for the March when I'm done with this, not live, to explain it and what we're doing. ATMs will not work, that's correct. Hi Shane, how are you? Nice to see you on here. Turn cash into tangibles, yes. Thank you, Marie. I love you guys too. You guys are wonderful. I just want to say something personally, really, to Donald Trump and to everybody here. I want to say something. I know what it's like to be on the receiving end. Do I like Rush Limbaugh? Yes, certain things about Rush I really like, Philip, yes. Hi Shirley, how are you? Love you too, thank you. Shock and awe definitely goes to Washington, D.C. and across America. This is going to happen across America, and we need to make it happen. We need to like and share and move this around. And when I post something, I want you to know I check it out and it's verified. You need to share this. Please don't be afraid to share it, because what I'm saying to you, don't be afraid to share it. If your friends don't like what you're sharing and your political opinions, then they're not your friends to begin with. I have a lot of friends on my walls that are Democrats. I'm not putting them down. I'm trying to educate people and give them the truth on the seriousness that our country is in deep and dire. This is not a joke. We are at the turning point of our country. And we as Americans need to stand up for our children, our grandchildren, and our country and our Constitution, because every day it's being wrongfully, wantingly, and willfully, corruptly removed from us. Understand this, please. If we get a CME from the sun, it can affect the whole planet, not just the country. That is correct. The other body, Robin, yes. I'm going to go into that in my show tonight about the other body, but there's another body that's come up, and it is a key body. And once again, it was tied to the Clinton Foundation, and the new emails are showing, seriously, people are like, oh, this is no big deal. There's serious proof now with the emails, not that the proof wasn't there if people really wanted to look, but the proof that they can't turn away from right now is that Obama, number one, lied to the world on the news, saying he had no knowledge of Hillary having a server in her basement as well as any of those emails. No, that's been proven. Okay, they purposely withheld the emails from the POTUS, which is i.e. the president. That's proven. WikiLeaks. Nothing WikiLeaks puts out is false. Please understand this. Don't follow the media in their bullshit. They're not doctored emails. WikiLeaks has a perfect 10-year record, and Julian Assange believes in the truth. The man has been locked in an embassy, Ecuadorian embassy, for six years, okay? And he's helped save the world. He's helped save the world. He's actually bringing to us, as Americans, Canadians, and everybody around the world, the truth of what's going on in our country. We would never know the truth. People still don't want to believe the truth, even reading the emails, and you'll have Democrats and Hillary lovers and followers still not believing this. Yet the emails are clear. They're crystal clear. You know, when someone calls someone a sand nigger, it's crystal clear. She didn't mean it separately. When they're going to go against the Catholics, then, you know, and the Christians, it's crystal clear. Yes, Obama has had, yes, Pedro, how are you? Assange is a hero, Vinny. Yes, he is. Okay. Louis, Facebook cut you off. Where? You're on here. Julian's away from his family. This man is sacrificed, and I know what it's like to go against this corrupt machine, and that's why I want to talk to you about Donald Trump. Yes, we want to get truckers involved, unions involved, pastors, priests, every community on the 29th and 30th, even on that Sunday in church. We want to talk about this march, and we want to make noise across this country, and believe me, the media will have to cover it. We will be able to show the world that Americans aren't soft, that Americans are not like our president, that Americans care about their country, they care about their future, and they're tired. We're tired of the corruption and the lies in Washington. Understand, this has been going on for decades now. It has to stop. Yes, Donald Trump, if he becomes president, can pardon Julian Assange in the United States. Bikers, yes, everything. Understand something. Here's the deal. If Hillary Clinton does somehow become president, she's going to be impeached. Trust what I tell you. She will be impeached almost immediately. They're going to seek to impeach her with all these new emails, and I'm going to give you an inside tip right now. And I haven't been wrong yet about WikiLeaks. I was told you're full of shit when I said they were going to dump. The video went viral to 500,000. These videos I do, and we need to get them viral. We need to get this march viral in every city, every town, Washington, everything. Get everyone. I want everyone to go to Washington. We get enough donations, we can get everybody to Washington. I'm going to tell you what. We stormed Washington with a 250,000 people, trust me. And in every city and capital, as at the same time, going on at the same time, they will not know what to do. And if it's peaceful, and we make sure it's kept peaceful, and we will be peaceful, and anyone that's not peaceful, we just throw them out of there. They pack their shit and they roll. That's it. End of story. And we can do that. Volunteers will stand in for security. We make sure this is done the right way. We do it like real Americans. We do it properly, and we show them how to protest in this country the right way. We show them what it's like to stand up for our rights, for our families, our children, and our future. Because if you don't do it now, and Donald Trump's not joking when he says to you, America, we are going to be doomed in Hillary's America where there will be no more America. These emails prove what she wants. The refugee crisis right now in the world from Syria alone is so massive. Okay, the numbers just came out today. Is so massive. We're dealing with a crisis that the world has never seen before, and we caused this crisis, not Russia. Okay, the United States with ISIS and chopping up their plan to chop up the Middle East into pieces. Okay, we cut the worst deal ever with Iran that's going to come back to backfire us, and we might be going to war with Iran within the next 24 hours, and they want that. This is going to be the next. In Yemen, this is going to be the next distraction, so get ready. I'm calling it as it is. Yes, we have security in numbers, Bob. Peacefully to save our country, to save our rights, and to make a point. Here's the idea. The point is this, that we've had enough. We've had enough with the media blacking us out and lying to us. We've had enough with the corruption in Washington and Obama lying to us. We've had enough with our jobs being taken away from the United States. We've had enough with our borders being opened and no control of the same. We've had enough with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton never being indicted because they paid everybody and everybody's tied to the Clinton Foundation. And I'm going to tell you something. In the Southern District of New York, a federal court has opened an investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Okay? However, and they are investigating the Clinton Foundation, and now they're going to have to investigate the Clinton Foundation, and we stand up and we demand they do, and indict this woman. We indict her and her husband because it's very clear it was all pay for play. This newest emails, and now I'm going to give you the tip. Yes, we can get Hillary on perjury right now, obstruction of justice. Obama can go down for obstruction of justice and be impeached as well. Right now, these emails will prove this. Now I'm going to tell you the best. Okay? I'm sorry I'm cutting off very badly in the one feed. I don't know why I am. I'm tied into Wi-Fi on that one. If you guys can hear me, I apologize. Broadcast has been interrupted. Give it a minute. I'm talking to the other people on the other page, not you guys. So just understand that. They wish they would have ended the feed. She's the devil. Yes, she's the devil, all right. Totally frozen, video bad, feed stopped. I'm reading what's happening on the other page, and I don't know why. That's on premium Wi-Fi as well. Pardons don't extend to espionage. It's a very good point, Stephen. I know, Danny, you guys can hear me on this page. Maybe we can get everybody to from that page over onto here. I'm going to have to start shooting shooting on the public figure page so everybody can chime in. So people who are on this page now watching me, make sure you go to Scott Binsack. I'll put the link up. It's not here. I'll put the link on my page. Please look for it, but I'll put it in the feed. Scott Binsack is my public figure page. It's also protected as a public figure from Facebook. And everything. I know. Can you guys hear me now on that other feed? Facebook, I don't know what's going on with that other feed. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what they can do on that. I know you guys can hear me on this feed. So they'll have to rewatch this from the other feed. It looks like that other feed is freezing up. I don't know what's going on over there. So understand what I'm saying to you. We can do this. We can raise money, okay? We can raise money. We can get this out there. We can then sell T-shirts, hats for this event. We can even put Trump on the back of it. So we're going to reach out to a lot of political officials are reaching out to me, pastors, people, major people. We can get them here. We can get them at this march in Washington, and then you guys, we can get them across the country. I know I'm being interrupted on the other feed badly. So had to switch to this one. I don't know. People are switching. I know you guys hear me on this. Okay, I'm going to give you a big tip. Here's a huge tip. And I'm going to tell you guys what this tip is. The best from WikiLeaks is yet to come. Okay? The damming of the dam, the nuclear of the nuclear dumps is yet to come. And when it comes, there's going to be, every day they're leaking more and more damning evidence, as you see if you follow Julian Assange's thing. And there's a reason for what he's doing. They also released, I put it on my wall, they also released proof that Hillary was setting up Donald Trump. Okay? The proof is in the email. They were setting up Donald Trump. It's in there. Can you hear now, guys, on the other one? On the huge tip? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. That's what I don't know. If you guys can hear me on Scott Binsack, switch over to Scott James Binsack, and you can watch me there if I keep freezing, because I'm not freezing on the other one. Should put the message about why we are marching on the back of the shirts. I agree. So anybody who knows any good T-shirt people that can handle these big orders, let's get them involved. Get them to contact me. We're going to raise this money. We'll start to shell. Anybody who donates, if we get these T-shirts, we'll give them away. Hats, T-shirts, everything. I want everybody in red. We want to be red across this country. Not just on election day. We want to be red, wear the same shirts that we'll wear. We want to be red on the 29th and 30th of October across America. And I'm sorry you guys are so frustrated over here. I don't know what's going on with that feed. I apologize, Bob. Everybody, you're on a separate feed. So I'm going to start shooting on Scott Binsack's feed with the iPad Pro and the other camera systems with the Wi-Fi so we don't have that problem over there. Okay, so I'm telling you all here. Go to Scott Binsack. That's my public figure page. They can't stop the post. They can't interfere with anything. So you guys, anybody on that page, on Scott Binsack, if you want to switch over real quick to here. Yes, T-shirts are going to be red, stickers. Anybody who can do stickers. We need posters. We need good printers. We need volunteers. We are running out of time. That's right, Mark. The page is built. It's up above the link. The Facebook page is linked. The GoFundMe account is up there. Everything is there. We need to click the page. We need to get the word out. I'm going to use 10K today, starting today, to blast this march out to the world, because that's that important to me. Hi, Kenneth. You can hear me on that feed. I apologize that feed is breaking up over there on Scott Binsack. So again, as I'm saying, we can make this march happen, and I want to go through this again. So here's the deal. WikiLeaks has yet to dump the massive amount of key nuclear information. They're getting there. They just nuked. Here's the best one. They just released Hillary Clinton in video after video and everything. She goes after Donald Trump. This stuff is just like maddening sometimes. It's like, really? She goes after Donald Trump about the birther issue, and the new emails show clearly Hillary Clinton's team back even in 2015 and 14 in 2008, when she's running against Obama, she was going to bring up the same issue, that Obama was Muslim and born in Kenya, and the email proved that. And they also were going, in the emails, prove that they were going to throw out in commercials that Obama was a cocaine user as well. Okay? This hypocritical woman stands up there and makes fun of Donald Trump about the birther issue, which Obama really is from Kenya. That was a CIA-made birth certificate. I'm telling you all that. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I look at the facts. I know the feed is bad on that side, guys, and I apologize. Crowd-shaming media. The media is horrible. We've lost our rights. We are the media, America. We are the new media. We are the new media. Hi, Deborah. Yes, you found the right page, but that feed, I apologize, that feed is not doing so well. So, like I said, I'm going to start to make sure everything's shot on Scott Binsack, so that you guys can all comment and all share and all like, and then I'll put anything I shoot that has to do with the march into the march page and then share from there. What I'm saying is, Chris Wallace, to be fair, yes, Amy, I believe Chris Wallace will be fair. Yeah, he said blow, Diana. But the point of this is this. Hillary Clinton is such a hypocrite, lying, she's a pathological liar. I mean, we've looked at tape after tape after tape after tape of her saying one thing and then going into another. Wake up, America. I don't know how a Democrat can defend Hillary Clinton. I do not know. I have no idea. I have no idea why half of America still says, yet the polling, which the polling's fixed, but the polling numbers do show that like only 30% of America trust Hillary Clinton. I don't know what's up with the 30%. It should be zero trusting Hillary Clinton. I mean, there should be zero trusting Hillary Clinton in the United States. I don't know what else they need to see that this woman is a straight-out pathological liar, and so is her husband. Okay? Yes, Ma, they are protecting Hillary Clinton. The New York Times, and it is true what Donald Trump is saying. They have made a collective attack on Donald Trump in October to destroy his electoral race as to be president, and we cannot allow that to happen. And I say this to you, stop. Don't buy their papers. Don't go to MSM even on the thing. I don't care if the story says that, the Pope just got run over by a truck. There's a lot of fake stories out there. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Hi, John. So you up for Donald? Am I up for Donald? Of course I'm up for Donald. I'm not doing this for the longest. The donation link, Tom, is right on our page. The new March for America page, right above in my video feeds here, there's a link to the new Facebook page. We want to like this page. I want to see if we can get 100,000 likes a day. Just so you know, there's no one allowed to advertise on there. There's nobody else collecting any money from this. This is about us in America marching for and standing up for what we need to do and standing up for justice in this country and demanding. We demand that the corruption stops, that Hillary, lock them up, it should be, lock them up. But the link is above for the new Facebook page. I can't say that enough to everybody, please. That link is right above here. It's March for America. The hashtag is March for America 16. And Obama phones. When's the leak coming, Pamela? They're going to be leaking. They're leaking every day, more damning evidence. And for you guys to stay on track of that, who's Walter? Who's the Walter on this page? I hate trolls. We're all for Donald. I don't know who Walter is. I hate trolls. If you're a troll, please just pack your shit and get off my wall. I don't have time for this. None of us have time for trolls. None of us have time for people who have no common sense and who still want to troll or jealous or don't want to think. And one thing I hate is negativity. Don't be negative, America. Be positive, America. Be positive. Be positive in your own lives. I teach this every day as a consultant and a life coach. Be positive, okay? I've been in the worst situations. I've been in Donald Trump's shoes. I've been there. I've been a victim of corruption by our government, and I stood up and won. I know what it's like to almost lose my life to this. I know what it's like to be plastered and lied about, okay, years ago. I know what this is like. Do you know what it would be like for you to wake up? I want you to put yourself in this man's shoes, okay, male or female. If you woke up in the morning and yes, when you're a public figure, and I've been a public figure since I was young. I quit school in 8th grade, was a self-made millionaire by 23, made millions, lost millions, fell on my face, got back up, made mistakes, did it all. American entrepreneur here, everybody. You know, left home at 15, had an abusive childhood, stood up for that. I help now people, adults who have been abused as children. I specialize in helping them as a life coach. I died in an auto accident. I have the trach marks right here. I have 50 plates in my head. These are scars from it. I was in a near fatal auto accident. My truck in 1999 went off a cliff. I died for almost 4 minutes. I saw God, trust me. And there is a God, and karma is real, and what we do for others is very key, and it changed my life forever. It's changed my life forever, trust me. Prayer is very important in this as well. I want October 29th and 30th not just to be about marching. I want it to be about the biggest massive prayer ever held in the United States in every location across this country on the 29th and 30th of October. To pray for our country and to pray to get rid of this corruption and the evil that has taken over our country. Because it is so bad that you have no idea. And I can only share with you so much. I can promise you this, though. My investigations into the body counts of the Clintons and the offshore money laundering and corporations is so huge, America. And it's funny. Now they're looking up at these emails and they're seeing Hillary didn't claim taxes on this. And now that what she did show on what the Clintons did show from the Clinton Foundation? No. They hid. These emails are showing that the Clinton Foundation even hid and lied about how much money they received and who they got it from. So here's the key. That's pow. That's like massive, massive jail for the rest of your life. This makes... what's the best case in America I could put it to? Bernie Madoff. Okay, this makes the Clinton Foundation, the Clinton Initiative, the Pay for Play, this makes Bernie Madoff look like a saint. Okay, look like a saint. And just so you all know, Hillary Clinton was close with Bernie Madoff, fact. Okay, I know, these are players I used to go with in New York. I couldn't stand him then, can't stand him now. I hate fake. I hate fake. Be real or go to fuck home. Excuse my French. I've been trying to keep the F word out of this because I've had a lot of moms contact me and they have young children on here, and I respect that. So you all know how I like to tell it how it is, and sometimes I can get a little crazy with the F word, so I apologize. So I want to do that. I'm from PA, would love the bus drive. Okay, Betty, that's what we're doing. We want to get as much money in here. We want to get people donating, even with buses, transportation, to help. There's a lot of people that want to be a part of this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, everybody. Honestly, it really is. And we need it. Our country needs it. Our media needs to be smashed in the face and say, wait a second. They're using social media. We don't need you, media. We are the new media. America, we are the new media. We don't need you. We don't need TV and cable. Okay? The internet is really the new media, if you want to know the truth, and that's where it's going. Amen. You told us long ago, Scott, keep it real as you're real. Yes, I keep it real. I got nothing to hide. I'll tell you my worst things in my life I've ever done, the things I'm guilty for, the lessons I've learned, and I like to share that with people now because I don't want them to make the same mistakes I've made, and I also want them to make the good choices I've made and let them know, and that's why I'm a very good consultant and a coach, and I enjoy that for people. That's what my Sunday night show is about. Sunday Night with Scott Binsack is my show where I discuss a lot about my life, and I help people, and it's a very big other point. So, yes, this march will go down in history. I see that I'm frozen up on the other screen, and I apologize to them. This is how much, Walter. I see Walt. Somebody's trolling on the other wall from the Clinton camp. Pamela, we must come together. Okay, we must come together, and that's what I want to get into before I end this because it's very important. What do I think about Trump? They're both a joke. Unfortunately, America will be our knees regardless. I don't believe that, Frank. I do not believe that. Hillary Clinton has a track record. It's already made clear what her plans are. Globalization, open borders, no jobs, okay? Remove them from America. And just so you all know, today's hot news story is not just about Donald Trump. It's about Obamacare imploding. Obamacare is imploding, and two of the biggest insurance carriers of Obamacare just bailed out. And I predicted this. They made the announcement today. I told you weeks ago, Obamacare is going to implode. Two of the biggest insurers dropped out today out of Obamacare. Send up the likes and loves on both screens, please, everybody. I know your fingers might get tired. Or Facebook will cut it off. I know I'm breaking up on the other one. You guys can watch you guys can watch this full one when I'm done. Anyway, so Obamacare is imploding, and it will be up 50 to 60% higher as of November, as I said. One of the biggest reasons not to vote for Hillary Clinton is Obamacare. Trump is going to get rid of it. The next biggest reason is he's going to close the borders and vet the right people to ensure our security. Bottom line. 3, he's going to create jobs. Lots of jobs, and he has a good idea with corporations and lowering the tax and keeping them here, and people will be employed. Then people can go back to work in this country. The unemployed is astonishing. Okay, the African Americans in the communities are destroyed, and Obama is half African American. He's not even full. I would never even call him my nigger. And my friends, I'm African American. They call me their nigger. Understand? There's a different form of the word nigger and non-nigger. Obama, you're not even anybody's, okay? You're half, your mother, you shouldn't even be considered the first African-American president. You don't deserve that because you're not fully African-American, and I'll say it on behalf of that, okay? And I'm not racist at all. I don't see color, never have, never will. Yes, exactly, Renee. Go to Scott James Binsack's page. It's not breaking up. Yes, exactly. I know. Go to the other page. I'm telling them to go to the other page. Who was murdered? Michelle, I'll announce that later tonight. They killed the judge. Yes, Judge Scalia was murdered. These emails prove this, and it's already been there, and nobody has the biggest Supreme Court judge does not just show up with a pillow on his face, no autopsy, no nothing, hardly any press, except for the day that they gave him his blessings. For real, people. There's no coincidences in life. Why do people believe that? It's amazing. People go on there and go and argue, well, there's a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences, and there's no such thing as luck, just so you all know. We all create our destinies. We create our future by what we think and what we do, and we're responsible for our own actions. Understand this, and that's what I'm going to tell you about Trump. Trump may have said certain things. Back in the day, he might have said some things on The Apprentice, but I'm going to tell you something. Donald Trump is a good man. Donald Trump is a good family man. Just look at his family. And Hillary Clinton, even, that's probably the only true thing that ever came out of Hillary Clinton's mouth, is that she said she had respect for Donald Trump's family. Well, she just basically just said that she has respect for Donald Trump without her even knowing it, because a man or a woman, a mother and a father, are a representation of their children. And Hillary Clinton said the most thing I respect about Donald is his family. Well, Donald is his family. Understand this. Donald Trump is not someone to go molest a woman on a plane. She lied. Fact. That's done. She's tied to the Clinton Foundation as well. Okay? Fact. Lied. She even said there was an armrest. There's no armrest in first class. There's no armrest in first class, especially back then. They had the big dividers with the ashtrays in the center and everything else. There's no armrest. This new one, this summer Zervos, Another big liar. Straight liar. Pathological. She probably got paid. Whole bit. Her own cousin came out with a statement just this morning, yesterday, and said, I can't believe she ever said that, blah, blah, blah. Now there's tons of women coming out who were on The Apprentice and saying nothing but good things about Donald Trump and how much of a gentleman he was and how he treated them. Okay? This is all smoke and mirrors, everybody. It's all smoke and mirrors. And here's the problem. Instead of discussing these serious emails, this is the perfect attack to cover up the seriousness of the emails that are going on, because the news is not covering them. They've been ordered not to cover them. They're part of the Clinton machine, and Fox is really the only one doing a 50% job of covering them. Okay? And that's it. Somebody should be discussing heavily on the news, even the statements about the Catholics, the Christians. She's a bigot. She has the nerve to call Donald Trump a bigot? You're kidding, right? And she's going after women. And that's the point. On Ellen, I would never watch Ellen's show ever again. And ladies, if you watch Ellen, Ellen's like this with Hillary Clinton, just so you all know. Understand this. Yes, hi Cindy, how are you? One of my great clients is on here. She's a wonderful friend. Yes, Fox is giving you at least 50-50 except for Kelly. Megyn Kelly, listen. I'll do it this way so nobody's children can hear me. How's that? Megyn Kelly, take that. And this. And if I was Fox, I'd cut Megyn Kelly loose fast. I know, Karen. Well, 65 viewers on that page is because the feed dropped off. They switched over to my other page. Hi, Jeff Adams. How are you, my man? My Scott Binsack page, just everybody hang in there with me on this page. On Scott Binsack, that page is breaking up. So I want them to know they need to switch over to this page. Yes, Patricia, they don't want to because it's chaos. Patricia Fedley is a very good friend of mine, a client as well, a dear friend. I have a lot of good friends that are on this feed that I've known for years, done business with for years. Start up your own website to put up stories of substance. Get freelance writers, podcasts, a friend, yes. The truth shall set you free. That's what we do at Rainmaker. We create websites for people. This is what we do, and that's why I can do this well, and I'll make this go viral with your help. I can make this go viral. Anyway, I apologize about this feed over here in my feed on Scott Binsack. It'll never happen again. I'm going to make sure we shoot directly there from the other setup that I'm shooting from now. No angry feeds. Yes, Debbie. No angry feeds. You want to put likes and loves up. Russia's planning attack. Yes. No. Russia's planning to... I want everybody, please understand this. Stop feeding into the media. Russia's not planning an attack on us. Russia, the only time you're going to get anything from Russia is if Russia has to defend itself. Russia does not want to attack the United States. The rest is all propaganda. I will say this to you. They're blaming Russia for these emails, and we are planning a major cyber attack against Russia. We're already in a proxy war with Russia in Syria. Hillary wants a no-fly zone over Syria. All of our generals have said, you do that, that's World War III. We are on the brink of World War III, and these nutcases, these elitist globalists like Obama and Hillary, and it's stated in their own messages, all you got to do is listen to them. That's how I don't understand Democrats. Just listen to what they say. These globalists and elitists tied to George Soros, and the Rothschild family, the Bilderberger Group, these are the wealthiest people in the world, okay? They want war. They want war. Understand, war for them is this. They don't care about the lives. They don't care about any of it. And it's not a conspiracy, everybody. It seems like people don't want to believe this. That word is, it's a conspiracy. Obama's up there, it's a conspiracy. The emails just came out and proved that Obama knew about Hillary's emails. Is that a conspiracy? Yeah, I know. They'll put a twist. Russia doctored the emails. None of those emails are doctored. They're true. Sorry, Suzanne. Anybody on that feed, you guys should go to my personal page, Scott James Binsack, Jaymes. Go to the other feed. That feed is good. But I'm going to make sure I shoot from Scott Binsack from now on, so I don't want to miss all these people that are followers for me on my personal page. Please go there. There's like 12,000 of you. Go to Scott Binsack, ScottBinsack. That's my public figure page. Go there. Anybody wanting to know, thank you again for your donations to the GoFundMe. We're going to make this march happen. I need volunteers in every state. We can organize this properly, and we can make the world take notice, and we can get rid of this corruption, and we can force Congress and our government to do what they're supposed to do. Stop with the angry faces. I know who the angry faces are. Don't worry about that. I'm going to go back in the feed and see who put the angry faces, and they're going to be packing their shit too. I'm going to be cleaning out my Facebook walls on both pages. They're all going. I'm done with people. I don't like assholes. Hi, Debbie. Obama has planned a red wedding for America. Yeah, Obama is a sellout. Just so everybody knows this, I'm telling you right now. That's not conspiracy. Obama's a sellout. And how he has a 60% good rating in America is beyond me. What has Obama done? Everything's down, 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 down. There may be some things are up, but they're falsely up there. Obama, as his speech at the UN is, the man is a narcissistic, sociopathic globalist. Fact. That's what he has said. Nobody, why is it a lot of people that love Obama and Hillary don't want to listen to what's come out of their mouth? And now these emails prove it, and they still turn a blind eye to it. They still turn a blind eye. Who will be speaking at the march? And will be a march in California. Jenna, this march is going to happen, not just in Washington. We want the march for 29th and 30th to go off in every state capital there and cities across the country. Capitals, cities across America on the 29th and 30th, all across this country. And at the same time with massive prayer. We're getting speakers for Washington. We're going to get lots of people. We make this go viral. You're going to watch a lot of people come. I'm already being contacted by top politicians, other top, even celebrities. Everybody wants to get involved with this. We need to make this happen. It's up to us to make this happen. I don't like people who sit back and go, yeah, I want to help, and they don't do anything. That's not how you fix your life. That's not how we fix the situation. We do something about it. Frank, focus, Scott. I'm always focused, Frank. I'm on it, buddy. I know. Look what they did with Ben Carson. And Ben Carson's a good man. I want to get him involved in this as well. I would love him to speak in Washington. Yes, Deanna, he's a puppet. He's a puppet. That would be great, Debbie, if we can get people from Canada to come as well. That would even be a bigger show. That would be awesome. Hi, Pamela. Good night from me in Australia. Thank you, sweetie, very much. I will stay safe. Misty, I don't trust celebrities. Trust me. I select them even as clients. I know the whole celebrity ring. I know the whole deal. I know it all. I've grown up with them. I don't deal with them. Yes, I'm going to get Steven some East Coast radio shows. I want Walter's last name. I'm going to flood his page. But please understand. Yes, Ken. Obama, the Clintons, the DOJ, FBI, DNC, media, collusion, obstruction of justice. Yes, this is true. It's not conspiracy theories. We can't keep saying it. This is the facts. What we need to do is get this organized. The Facebook page is up for the march. There's a GoFundMe campaign there. Whatever we don't spend with the march, I want to collect this money. If Hillary Clinton can get $10 million in an hour from a bunch of assholes, okay, to fund a dead-ended, lying piece of crap, no disrespect, but that's what she is. She's sold out America. She's sold out Haiti. She's even sold our uranium to Russia. She's sold weapons to freaking Libya and through Saudi Arabia. She's funded ISIS. So is Obama. This is true, America. Stop believing that it's not true. It is true. We all wear red. I want to find some good T-shirt manufacturers across the U.S. to get these T-shirts out for this march, as well as to support Trump in the T-shirts as well. Hi, America Votes. How are you? I know you're from Twitter. From anybody joining in from Twitter, that's great. I love it. I want to be doing 3 feeds at once. I want to be on Facebook, and I want to be on the 2 pages on Facebook, and I want to be on Periscope at the same time, and that's my game plan for the next one. Yes, Michelle, they started ISIS. Dana, thank you. So we got to get the design for the shirts. I want them to all be the same, so we got to get somebody to lay out the designs. We'll get a picture of them, and then we can start to move them with our GoFundMe campaign. We'll get people, and then we'll sell the shirts as well, and the hats. We can make this happen, red, and then we can all wear them for Election Day as well. Trump has a T-shirt company. Yeah, I bet he does. Hi, Stephen. YouTube live feeds are awesome. Yes, I'm going to be shooting. I want to be live on, as I said, 3 spots. Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the same time. And I have it set up. I'm already capable of doing all of that. New York, Orange County, we can organize a bus from transportation. That's right. This is why we need volunteers. We need volunteers. We need to get hotel rooms booked and blocked out in Washington as well. And we need to organize in each state where we're going to be holding these events on the same day. And I want major prayer on the same day. We want to have the 29th and 30th as prayer. We need to pray for America. We need to pray for these people. I'm telling you, this is evil at its finest. This is evil at its finest. And George Soros is evil. And I'm going to give you some bad news. George Soros owns a lot of the voting machines in several states under different companies. This is a true story. Okay? George Soros is a maniac. He's a sociopathic maniac. The man should be, and Russia put out an international arrest warrant for his arrest, and I know why. And they said he's a threat to the security of Russia, and he's rightfully so. He's a threat to the security of the United States. Hi, Tab, how are you? Try Teespring for t-shirts, too. They always do fundraisers. Okay, Angelica. Revolution 2016. And again, up above the feeds on both pages are the link to the new Facebook page for the march, the new Facebook page, and the GoFundMe campaign is in there. I want it transparent. I want everything in there so everybody knows where it goes. I want honest people involved with this, good volunteers, and we need to act now. We need to act fast. Okay? And yes, Danny, we need to pray. Yes. A very good statement. Independent media starts with one and then you spread it out. You can't help others unless you're open to putting out the truth. Bravo to what that statement is amazingly true. No, they do not respect human life as we know it. And I'm sorry that feed on Scott Binsack's page, that's my public figure page you guys are on the other feed. If you want to watch it so it doesn't break up, just follow me on Scott James Binsack, Jaymes Binsack. But I want everybody from Scott James to go to Scott Binsack for the future, because that's the podium place I need to go videos from, is on my public figure page, and they're protected there from Facebook, just so you all know that. United Arms Organization, anyone in New Mexico, right. We need to do this. We need volunteers in every state to start this for this march, and that it's spread across the United States, that everybody knows the 29th and the 30th. I have somebody making great memes. If you're good at graphics and you know internet and you want great memes for the project, let's get the memes out there, spread the links around there. Yes, Amtrak as well. Everyone needs to Facebook Live the event at each location. Yes, exactly. Gail, am I married? No, Gail, I'm not married. I've been divorced since 1989, and I have 2 children. I have a 21-year-old son named Derek Binsack. He's an actor. He has a official page on Facebook with a blue check mark. He just came out as a co-star in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's also a model for several name brands as well. And I have a daughter, beautiful daughter named Brittany. She's 16. And hi, Robin, how are you? Thank you, Wilbur, for promoting the video. I would like everybody to promote this video. I'm going to, when I'm done with this, I'm going to do a separate 5-minute explanatory video recorded, put it on YouTube and Facebook, and load it into the event page just to explain the event and what we need and what's going on with that, and I'm going to put it up in there. We worked through the night, myself and my team, to get all this stuff up from the Facebook page, create the event, talk to many people. That's correct. All the rallies need to be peaceful. We want this peaceful. We want to show the world, and we want to show our government, and we want to show the Clintons that we will not put up, and Obama, we will not, and the FBI, Comey, we will not put up with the corruption and the lies and anymore. This is the biggest government scandal ever, I believe, in the world. Okay, and there's a lot of corrupt governments. Okay, what this is, and there's serious players involved in this. People end up dead. People laugh and go, Hillary's not a response. Really? I'm telling you something. I've investigated. There's up to 70 now. 70 bodies. These bodies, and I'm telling you, I grew up around organized crime. I'm honest about it. In my book, you can go to Scott Binsack, Staying Real, scottbinsack.com. Scott Binsack, stayingreal.com. You see the preface. I'm not selling any books. You don't have to buy my book. I'll give it to you for free. Okay? I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just here to tell the truth, and I want us to join together, and I want people to be unified in America. I'm tired of seeing people not being unified. Our country's been split by these people. They've brought up race, sex, everything, okay, just to destroy us for their own greed and their own needs, and it makes me sick. I hate corruption, and I hate liars, and I hate people that are fake, and it's all fake. And that's why Donald Trump has the problem he has. Donald Trump's not fake. Donald Trump can't be bought. Okay? And anybody on this page in these feeds that's not a troll can't be bought either and is real people, because I know real people. That's why you're on here. They should be hung. Yes, exactly, Joni. It's time to stop talking about this. We need to spread this. We need to stand up and do something about this peacefully, America, and really show our government and the rest of the 50% of America what's going on. It's the only way to open their eyes and educate them, and enough to tell our government. And I'm going to bring it up to you one last time. Egypt. I put the meme up there. It's true. Egyptians, millions of them, through Twitter and social media and their presence, took over their country and had their president step down peacefully. Pretty much that whole thing was a peaceful thing. Okay? They even had to shut off the web, the internet, over their country. Be prepared to photo, video, everything. Exactly. They have brought up everything but the truth. Exactly, Robert. Keep sharing. Actions always speak louder than words. Bravo, Mark. Bravo. Debbie Smith, perverts. Yes, I don't like perverts. I hate pedophiles. I hate anything to do with rape against women. I was a victim as a child, and I'm man enough to admit it. It's in my book. I talk about it on my Sunday night show, and I help adults who have been abused as a life coach. I suffered horribly as a child with severe abuse from my father's side of the family, and I left at home at 15, homeless, had nothing. I lived in my car thereafter, and I started my first company at 17. I know what it's like. And then I was a top builder in the Hamptons, where a lot of the elite and wealthy are, and I built homes for them. And I got to see some very good people, but at the same time, I got to see some very ugly people. And I don't like ugly people. I don't like greedy people who think that they're above anybody else, because we are all equal. We are all under one God. We are all equal as human beings. I don't care how much money you have. Okay? I don't care. Thank you, Bob. You don't have to buy my book. I'll be happy to give you my book. I don't want to sell anybody anything. I appreciate that. My book is also going to be done, and it's being worked on and almost finished. It's going to be done as the first videology. That means every chapter not being read, I'm going to tell. I want to look the world in the face and tell my story chapter by chapter by chapter. You can subscribe to that, and it's going to be all 40 chapters done in hour-long videos, with evidence, everything about my life, and I'm telling my life story from the beginning. No one's ever done it. It's a new thing that I put together myself, and it's because people can read something, and that's fine. It'll be in paperback as well, but I want people to. I want to look people in the face and tell my story. I want the world to see my face. I want my children to see the face. I want people to know the truth, what happened to me. I want people to know my mistakes, my successes, and that's how I can help other people. And I help myself at the same time, and that's what life is about. And I know this. And thank you, Gail. And then, as I said, yes, Angie, whoever's the mother of 18 to 25, I'm telling you, all of you guys, you have to understand how critical and important it is that this woman does not get in the White House for our children and our grandchildren. And a very important point, she's going to be responsible for picking the next, maybe even 4 Supreme Court justices, possibly, of the United States. The precedent, and that's how law works. I have 25 years of law on my own. I'm not a lawyer, but I've studied the law for 25 years. I've fought my own cases, civilly, everything. Corporately, I do incorporations for a living to help my clients. And I legally advise as a consultant. I'm not a lawyer. However, I know the law well. In another life, I should have been a lawyer. And I stand up for civil rights. I stand up and I fought for them. I fought for my own civil rights. And I'm saying, yes, Viv, we have to stop these people. They have to be stopped. And it's up to us as American citizens to stop this. As good citizens of this country, we must stop these people. I can tell you, I've seen corruption bad. This is really bad. This is really, 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 really bad. And I'm not just exaggerating that. And what they've done to Donald Trump, and I'm going to go back to that quick before I end this, is this. And Hillary will take your guns. It's in the emails. She already said, no guns, open borders, harmony and globalization. You can't spin this, Dems. You can't spin this, Hillary. The Russians didn't have you say that. Nobody had you say that, okay? You said it, because you're a two-faced sociopath. You're nuts. You'll sit there and go, Yeah, just like Donald Trump when he lit you up at the last debate. You had to sit down. Did anybody notice that Hillary Clinton could not stand through the whole town hall debate? And I was streaming the debates on my new show. I saw her. She had to go sit on that edge of that chair. Want to know why? Because Hillary Clinton is really sick. Okay, and people have even been fired for saying it. I'm going to tell you. You can't fire me, Hillary. Okay? You're sick. I know you're sick. I've even seen some things. I'm going to keep my mouth shut right now because I got my own bombs to drop. But I know Hillary Clinton's very sick. And the 70th body happens to be the anesthesiologist who conducted the surgery, who helped was the anesthesiologist on her surgery that was kept private, that she had brain surgery from when she had an aneurysm in the brain from a fall. And Uma Abedin's close friend is the surgeon, in fact, that conducted this surgery in secret. Okay? In secret. This is a fact, and I can prove everything I'm saying. But they didn't know that the anesthesiologist had ties to the FBI as a whistleblower for some other matter. And when he found out and saw that Hillary Clinton was hiding her real true health condition, he was going to blow the whistle. And this man, strangely, again, he committed suicide too. This top anesthesiologist with this great life, lots of money, a great man, good family, everything else, a truth teller, okay, strangely just ended up dead. And this is a recent case, okay? I'm going to be talking about this and I'm going to be showing this. Yes, Karen, I know the California's new law, yes. Everybody, we need to do this. Like the Facebook page, please, above. Julian Assange is going to be dumping the biggest of the biggest bombs every day now up until the election. Okay? Trust me. He's going to keep dumping and dumping and dumping, and so are other sources coming out. October 28th, right before our March, is a very big DOJ dump, Department of... coming from, my brain this morning. I've been up all night. I apologize, everybody. But there's another major dump coming from a court-ordered release of documents, and that's also coming on the 28th of October. There's major stuff going. Major stuff going. And you can't make this shit up, Robin, exactly. Yes, recently, America Votes, one of Hillary's doctors dead. I've been investigating all the deaths, okay, and some of my people from I'm just going to leave it to you as that. I'll leave it at that. I can tell you this. We're up to 70 confirmed bodies, and they're not accidents. They're alleged accidents, alleged suicides, alleged this, alleged that. Julian Assange's own lawyer, one of the biggest attorneys in the world, one of the best attorneys in the world, in April, decided to, strangely, after a massive dump that he did and released information about who else? But the IMF, World Bank, issues of that matter, the lawyer just up and decided to throw himself in front of a train in Europe. The Dems would spin that too. The Dems would say, well, maybe the guy, wasn't happy. He just decided to throw himself in front of a train when nobody was around, right? Just like the great anesthesiologist who operated on Hillary in secret, did the anesthesiology, handled the anesthesia, just decided to kill himself too, right? After he was already helping the FBI in another case and they didn't know that. Uma Abedin's tied to all of this. If I was the feds, I'd go after Uma Abedin. That's who you give immunity to and let her spill her guts. Boom. Spill. Indict, grand jury. Hillary Clinton even walked away from a grand jury. No grand jury was called. Good job, Comey. And you're telling me you shouldn't step down? I'm already predicting, as these next amount of emails keep coming, Comey's going to be forced to resign or end up being indicted. I'm telling you, that's my prediction. Anyway, anyone marching, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, High Gale, yes, we need to do that. That's why I'm saying we need people in every state to organize and help organize there for every state. We can do this. We'll get these T-shirts. We'll get it all out on social media. The Facebook page has been done. We want to get as many likes on this page as possible to spread the word. Facebook, just so you know, the more likes on the page, I can shoot live from that page. We can get other people to come on and shoot live. I'll bring them on as guests on my show. We can go on to that even before the march. I'll bring on everybody I can and do this. Yes, CNN, Clinton News Network, that's true. I'm telling you, arrest warrants for global elitists in the United States is what we need, yes. No filthy words on signs and T-shirts, agreed. Yes, Efrain, Comey should be indicted for obstruction of justice. Michelle, Southern California, Debbie, that should be a massive place. I live in New York, where I'm from. I live in California as well, and I'm now heading out to Chicago today. I've been up all day, but I have to leave for Chicago today. I wanted to go live to you this morning, and I'll be live later tonight. He'll be the next body. I'm not afraid of being the next body. Bring it on. I've stood up to worse. Trust me. Trust me. Pamela, I can't sleep. That's correct. Regina, I agree. No filthy words on T-shirts. Let's keep it dignified. The news will be seeing it. We need to show the world and the rest of America and our government that there are solid, good citizens that are fed up with what's going on in this country, as well as we're going to support Donald Trump and that we want to change America. We are the change, America. We are the change. No one can change. It's just like I'll say this if I was coaching you for your own life. No one can change us but us. No one can change us but us. Okay? So we need to change America. We need to be the change. We need to be the voice. We need to support Donald Trump. These are made-up stories, and I'm going to say it to you again. Imagine being this man, and yes, he may have said some stupid words that I don't agree with, but it's man talk, and don't tell me a lot of women say this, have said worse or even things, so is men. Okay? Do I agree with what he said? No. However, I don't like that word to begin with, but it's been said, don't get me wrong. My point to you is, how would you like to be Donald Trump to wake up and have these horrible untruths told about you, that about raping women? They already tried to file a false rape case against him in California that got dismissed, and the girl, I did a special show on it, the girl doesn't exist. Now they refiled it in New York in September with an alleged new witness. That case will be thrown out. Understand how this works. How this works is, before the election, they file these false cases, right? Anybody can file a case. They can say, I'm Jane Doe. They can make all these accusations. Then after the election's over and the damage is already done, they withdraw the cases, or they find out the stories aren't true, but the damage is already done because half of America got absorbed into the bullshit. The idea is not to be absorbed into the bullshit. It's a hit. It was a complete media hit on Donald Trump to take the presidency from him, because the Democrats and Hillary are nervous because they can only fix the vote if it stays very, very close. They can't fix the vote if it shows Donald Trump way up here and Hillary down here, because it will not be acceptable. Understand what I'm saying? This is how the process works. What if we are EMP'd? Mark, don't worry. We're not going to be EMP'd before this plan. Trust me. We're not going to be EMP'd yet. I can assure you of that. I'm telling you now. Russia does not want to touch the United States. If we keep poking with Russia, they'll do something, with hacking of the U.S. We're about to hack Russia, and with a cyber attack. And there's Joe Biden and President Obama telling the world in the department, we're going to go do it to you, Russia, and they're going to go after Putin's banks, friends, etc. And they're going to blame, because they keep blaming this on Russia. I'm telling you, Russia does not want World War III. Russia's protecting itself, but we are the ones that want World War III, because we have a president that's a globalist. We got Hillary Clinton, who's a globalist, Bill Clinton, who's a globalist, tied to George Soros, who is a complete globalist. Then we have, and they're also tied to the Bilderbergers, the Rockefellers. This is no lie, and the Rothschild family. They own the IMF, the World Bank. This is facts, everybody. Honestly. Okay, thank you guys. I've been on here a lot, and all I can say is the link to the new Facebook page is up there. The GoFundMe campaign is up there. I'm going to start marketing today. I'm putting 10K. I'm going to use my business, what we do best. I'm going to market this March for across America, and you'll see it sponsored all over Facebook. Just give me, a few hours. I have to get off to Chicago, so I'm going to get that started. And any help, please. I need volunteers. We need volunteers. We're a team here. Let's do this. Let's really do this. I can't say that to you enough. And I just want you all to put yourself in Donald Trump's shoes, to wake up and have such accusations against you that are not true. That's why you see him on stage, and I knock people for saying, they say, stick to the issues. I agree. Donald, you should stick to the main issues that you're good at, but at the same time, we would all do what Donald Trump did if you're innocent of something, and go out there and say, I did not do this, I'm 100% innocent, and I know what it's like to be falsely accused. I would do the same thing. It's people who fold in like Hillary that don't address the issues, don't apologize, or don't defend them. But I believe, Donald Trump, you've done it, defend it, you're done with it now. move on to the issues and what you do best and how you want to change this country, and we can win this election, and we can help him win this election. At the same time, we can help and send our government a serious message to make this country great again. We need to stand up as American citizens to protect the democracy in our country, because it's gone. I mean, it's going to go. There's going to be nothing left. Trust me. Yes, Pamela, he needs to stick to the issues now. He said what he has to say, and I believe we should all message him and say, listen, we love you, we'll defend you, you stick to the issues, we have your back as Americans. Donald, stick to the issues, what you do best, do that. Talk about the economy, talk about the security of this country, talk about how much you care and want to change this country, how you'll deal with European, international affairs, how you're going to do this. Don't let Hillary win and get under your skin, and let's just do this. Let's close the deal, Donald. You're this close. Don't worry about the New York Times. We'll deal with the New York Times. I understand. Get your lawyers involved. You didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. And I know half of America doesn't know you did it. And Republican women, please don't feed into Hillary Clinton. They deliberately dropped that tape on him from 11 years ago. Would you rather vote for this mad woman who's going to destroy your country, for your children's future and everybody's future involved that you're with, or vote for this man and have a change in this country once and for all that's not politically tied to this politically corrupt machine? That's all I have to say. And I'm telling you, look at Donald Trump's family. He's not this sexual predator that they're trying to make. This is a deliberate attack, and it's sick in my mind. It's sick that they will stoop that low, but they're murderers anyway. They'll stoop to murder. They'll stoop to war. They don't care. They can sleep at night. That's what sociopaths do well. They sleep. They can sleep at night and don't have a conscience. Hillary Clinton, and I'll say this because I don't want to say it because people's kids, but I'm going to say this. From America, and from me to you and Bill, okay? Your husband's a predator beyond belief, and he should be in jail. He should be strung up by his nuts. Understand? Don't vote for criminals. V is prepping for a major cyber attack. Yes, we're red for the march. We want to make the 29th and 30th about prayer as well. So please spread that to your community leaders. Get them involved. Let's get everybody involved in this, and let's make this happen. Okay? God bless you all. Thank you for the donations already. My team will start sending you thank yous. It's very transparent on there. We want to show you everywhere where it goes. We want to make this happen. We want people in Washington. We want people in every state, 29th and 30th, and let's take this and make America great again. Okay? And yes, and we'll be definitely. I'm going to reach out to the Trump team. We can all. I've been sending him this. Once people start to see that we're serious, we have to show the world we're serious, and the rest of America we're serious, and we have to show Trump we're serious about this, and it will change. Okay, he will come out. Okay, God bless you all, and thank you so much. Understand this. Sorry again about the feed on the other page. Everybody will fix that so we don't have that. And yeah, prayer works. Facebook keeps deleting prayer groups. I understand. Facebook is not. Thank you, Michelle, very much. Yes, definitely, Lewis. A moment of silence before the march. Exactly. And I want it to be everywhere. I want it all to be timed at the right time, right thing, everything. You guys are wonderful. Thank you again for everything. I can't explain how wonderful it is to have great, real people, and just it's amazing. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate that. And I'll be on live tonight. As I said, I've been up all night, and it's worth it. It's worth it all. Just remember, actions speak louder than words. A lot of people like to say a lot of things, but actions speak louder than words. Okay? Good night. Good night. Good day. God bless. Have a great day, everybody. All right.